Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. First of all, a big thank you to you for inviting me on your channel. And I am a die-hard devotee of Mahalakshmi. So this is a sign that your name is also Mahalakshmi. So glad to meet you. And you have a beautiful smile. So yes, you made my day, and I'm so glad to connect with you. So how are you doing?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for your compliments, ma'am. I'm doing great, ma'am. And after receiving all your compliments, I feel very great and good. And I have watched your videos, ma'am, with Gayatri ji, with Manju ma'am, and all. And I really admire your articulation and the intonation, the speech, and the after you completing every word, you actually finish that word with almost perfection, ma'am. That sound really it actually fascinates me, ma'am. The perfection in every word. See, while making sentences also, you are doing that perfection, ma'am. I really admire that thing, ma'am.
Thanks a lot. I never noticed, but you have noticed it so meticulously. So I am fan of yours. So yes, thank you. A big thank you.
Yes,
All
thank you,
right.
ma'am. And yes, ma'am. Actually, I watched that video with Gayatri ji, ma'am. Your speech, right, ma'am? That was awesome. That was amazing. Actually, you intensed everyone to do something on their own. I was doing some other work that time, but I stopped my work and I was listening to your speech.
So glad to hear that. I'm so grateful to you that you took precious time and I mean out of your busy schedule and you listened to my video. That's awesome and that means a lot. Simply, I'm so much grateful to you. So,
Yes,
how are
ma'am.
you, Mahalakshmi? And can we have a crisp introduction of each other?
Yes, ma'am. I know about you well, ma'am. You're from Agra. You did your MA English and you started teaching from your 10th standard. And you love your city very much.
Oh, wow. Would you mind introducing yourself then?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I am Mahalakshmi. I am from Tamil Nadu, Coimbatore, and I was a lecturer for 4 years. And after that, I did my masters in engineering, and I was a banker in a nationalized bank for almost 12 years. And after that, I came out of it due to my family responsibility. Now I am shouldering all my family responsibility, and now I am a homemaker, proud homemaker.
Yes, we need to be that word.
Yes.
We need to attach proud. Like many women, many women, when I meet women, they especially feel very bad because they're not doing anything. They are not. I mean, they think this is their mindset that they think that they are not doing any task. They are not able to go out and do some, you can say, official work. But I agree. What do I think that this is the most important task and where you need your 100% and you also need to cover an extra
And that's
mile.
what I was. Is I came out of my job and I was regretting for that, ma'am. And it was my daughter who encouraged me to start a YouTube channel for English enhancement and conversation.
Yes, you must, Mahalakshmi, because you are good at this language and beginners, beginner community, it and basically it needs people like you who can teach them some sentence structures. First of all, what do you my point of view is teaching is something different. First important thing is how to collect that confidence. That is very
Okay.
important because whenever people ask me from where we should begin or right from the scratch or what is the first thing that we need to come up with, I always answer them with one word, that is confidence. Now when you
Confidence.
are confident enough, you can do wonders in your life. So I feel like that, and you are a confident woman. So hats off to you that you
Thank you.
decided to you decided to bounce back, and this time
Yes.
with much more vigor and strength, and that is, I
Yes.
mean, that means something. Great.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Now I consider under the sky we can learn anything and everything. There is no limit for it, right, ma'am?
Exactly. There is no limit for anyone. Like people, when they come up with lame excuses that we are so much stuck in our duties or some any responsibility. But at the end of the day, what do I feel personally, that we can take some precious time out of our busy schedule, no matter what, if we want to do it. Like, as you know, that I am a communicator also, I'm a public speaker also, a tutor also at the same time. So I have to deal with a lot the whole day. But I love to do that. The moment I change my mindset from negative to positive, because whenever days are, there are bad days also in our life, there are highs and lows also in our life. So whenever I feel to give up, and when I feel very exhausted or burned out, then I think that what was my dream? Now I'm living my dream. This was my dream. And I
Okay.
am one of the blessed ones who is living my dream. Then why I want to quit? So you know that when you shift your mindset, that makes all the difference. And we need that kind of positive mindset. So most of the people, they ask about the journey. So every time I just say that, or suggest, you can say that if you want to dream, dream with open eyes, not the closed one.
Okay. Okay, fine, ma'am. Super. So that it will motivate us to reach that point. It will give intentions, right, ma'am, to reach our point.
Exactly. Mahalakshmi, very important, because first important thing, we all have to keep that in mind. Life is very short, right? And we shouldn't waste it. We are all, mortals. We are not immortals. We are not here for very long time. So instead of nagging at every simple thing, instead of criticizing, spreading rumors, what do I feel, that actually leverage yourself, level up yourself. And the best thing to level yourself is to educate yourself as much as you can. So in that video also with Gayatri, I promoted education. And to my children, to my students, I always say that please educate yourself, because there is nothing more powerful than education. No
Education.
matter from what background you come, whether you live in a village, in a rural area or urban area, it makes a difference. I can understand. If you are not a tech savvy, it makes a difference. But if you educate yourself, then you can, the ball is in your court. What I my point is.
Yes.
So that
Correct,
is
ma'am. Correctly said.
take on.
Yes. And actually, I could differentiate that also, ma'am. Before learning this thing, I was not sure about making sentences, whether I was speaking correctly or not. But after having such conversation, I built confidence on myself, and now my neighbors also, they started to ask some doubts, ma'am. What is the meaning of this word, that word? I wonder, okay, are they asking me to the meaning, about the meaning? So it shows that I am in the correct path. I am improving day by day.
Yes, that's what my point. Initiate the process. Don't think. Like, what people generally do is they think too much. They don't act. And what
Yes, ma'am.
my take on life is, start acting, right?
Okay,
Take
ma'am.
up some actions. And if you find any difficulty, there is technology at your fingertips. You can just binge watch the videos that you want. You just have to type. You have chat gpt as your servant. The problem is that we don't know how to master the technology. We have become the servants of this technology, therefore we are suffering nowadays. So
Okay, ma'am.
what my point is, yeah, creativity. Creativity is dying. Why creativity is dying? It is on the threshold of death, because we have quit reading books. We listen
Okay.
to podcasts, we listen to audiobooks, but what is the most important thing is we don't read. So I also promote physical reading. You can say very important. If you read, you will naturally cover all the four important tools of this language: reading, listening, speaking, and plus what is more important, writing and
Writing.
expanding your vocabulary. Like
Yes,
most
ma'am.
of the people, they say we know everything, we understand everything, but when it comes to speak, we freeze. The reason is we don't have the words to speak up. You know, that is the main problem. And why we are running short of words? Because we are not reading. From where will you expand your vocabulary? Where will you understand? From where? What is the source basically? So the proficient source is books. Start reading books. What do we do is we are dependent every time for every small thing on chat GPT, on videos, on YouTube, on this and that. Start reading books because I think personally, this is a disclaimer,
Okay.
it is my personal preference. I'm not compelling
Yes.
anyone to just read, but yes, reading made a lot of difference in my life. And
Okay.
I feel that people should start reading and start giving importance of reading books physically, not audio books. I don't like to listen to audio books.
Yes, and even louder. We should read books even louder in loud voice. Then our mouth organs will actually will get to that word, right, ma'am? So that we may have the chance to pronounce it properly.
Exactly. This is known as active reading.
Active
What?
reading.
Yeah. In library, we read a lot, but at that moment, we are passive. We are not speaking. Maybe because of the guideline that is given to us when we are sitting in a library, that's okay. But whenever you have a chance to read, make it a point if you are at home, if you are in your comfort zone, read a bit loudly because
Yes,
in
ma'am.
that way it will be a win-win situation. You are not only reading but also speaking, so
Yes.
you are already covering both the important tools of this language. You are
Yes, ma'am.
reading plus speaking. Third important
Yes,
thing, you are
Atisha.
listening to your own voice, your ears, because we are not deaf. So definitely we are hearing it deliberately or not. We are hearing to our own voice, to our own words. Slowly and gradually, when you are comfortable with this kind of process, then you will feel that okay, things are coming naturally to you. Words are rolling down off your tongue naturally. So that's a very natural and very easy process.
Yes, ma'am. No, it's actually it's a holiday for them right now. So they are surrounding us. They need my presence every time, all the day
Yeah.
around
All
the
the
clock.
children are like that. My mom actually, she was a dancer. She loved to dance a lot. And I still remember that whenever she had the golden opportunity to perform, we used to start crying. I don't know, because we don't want our mom to go away from us. So this is a natural, this is a natural love. This is a natural
Yes.
bond. Nobody can help with that.
Yes,
It's
ma'am.
there.
Yes, of course. And see, ma'am, sometimes I do feel this difference, ma'am. Whenever I read book, I come across certain words, certain vocabs which I don't know, ma'am. So, what should I do that time, ma'am? Should I continue without knowing the meaning of that particular word, or should I stop there and find the meaning of that particular word? Then, shall I continue, ma'am? What should I do at that particular point?
What my point is, reading is a leisure time. Reading need to be out of your discomfort zone. What my point is, why do we read? There are two purposes. See, to be very honest, 50% people, they read to enhance their vocab. Second 50%, half of the 50%, they read in their leisure time to
Okay,
enjoy.
ma'am.
So first you just clear your preference. What's your preferences?
The current
You,
subject.
if you want to expand your vocabulary, then what should you do? Don't stop at each and every single word. You keep on jotting down
Did
the
it.
words, and at the same time, simultaneously, keep reading the books as well. Don't stop at every single, because it will spoil your mood,
Okay.
and yeah, it will spoil the beauty of that process.
Mm.
Like when I start reading a book, I knew well enough that I may come across a different set of vocab words which I haven't seen or heard before. But I
Before.
never mind. I kept on reading, reading, and reading. This is my, I mean, I read like this way.
Okay, ma'am.
And yeah, I am you can say I'm an avid reader. So I finish a book within 2 days. This is my
Oh,
habit. Bad or good, I don't know. But if I've started reading a book, then I need to finish it. I
oh,
read it in one go, like without taking care of understanding every single word or sentence. Then I just want to give it a second shot. That means I start reading it second time, right? And when I read this second time, I am very aware of the words that I don't understand,
this time.
because
Okay.
I have done that leisure reading once. Now, second time, for the second time, I'm reading it deliberately to understand it. But don't mix it. Like if you are pressurizing so much to under yourself to understand each and every single word, it's spoiling your reading purpose. And
Okay.
believe me, neither you will enjoy reading nor be able to understand any word. So that is a simple formula. Just give it a very stress-free shot. Start reading whether you understand or not. And then when you have already inculcated this kind of habit of reading the books, slowly and gradually you will start, you can say, having a kind of clue that what can be the meaning of this word. And this is a very bad habit of most of the readers, that they use chat GPT or they Google every time that what is the meaning of this word. What my point is, try to understand the context of the sentence or the paragraph and try to figure out by yourself that
Okay,
what
ma'am.
can be the meaning, and then you Google it, because you have given your own try, because you personally thought about that word, about the synonym of that word, and when you confirm it on Google, whether wrong or right, that is a different question. You will never forget that. But if
Okay.
you depend for the meaning of every single word on chat GPT or Google, then for you can get the meaning for a very short period of time. But believe me, trust me, even after 5 to 6 minutes, you will
Yes.
just mix up all the words and synonyms, and then you will be back to square one. So treat it like that.
Okay, ma'am. And another question, ma'am, is it necessary to use advanced words while we converse, ma'am, or if it is okay to use basic words, ma'am?
No, I prefer basic words,
Okay, ma'am.
because to speak, if you are a beginner, it is very important to first target proper sentence structure, which has to be very simple. When
Okay.
you master simplicity, when you know these are the basic words, these are the basic sentences structures, you will not believe that naturally you will be
Oh,
attracted towards the advanced level. But what people are doing, this is a very, I mean, the question was very crisp and very creative question you have asked me. People,
yes,
they
ma'am.
do this mistake, they jump straight forward to C2 level, and here
Okay,
the
ma'am.
this is the root cause of failure. We should begin without any hesitation and shyness or shame, whatever, that why should I begin from the basic structure? I know everything. No, don't do that.
Okay.
Treat yourself as a beginner. Still till date, I consider myself as naive, and I also commit a lot of mistakes while pronouncing a certain set of words, but I am not ashamed.
Okay.
I don't feel shame for that. I don't feel any kind of hesitation for that. It happens. We are simple human beings. We are made to commit mistakes. We are not
Uh,
God. That is the most important. It's okay. That is the most important thing. So start from very simple and small, you can say, words, right?
words.
Like for example, just start describing. For the beginners, this is a never failing technique. Start describing objects around you. This has to be the first. Like this is an apple. The color of this apple is red.
Right.
Apple is considered as one of the healthiest fruits, right?
Okay.
And even doctors, they advise every single, yeah.
Uh,
So we normally say, na, an apple a day keeps the
keeps the
doctor away.
okay.
So you see what happens, your mind has already started processing the information. Once
Okay.
you are in the groove, once your mind has already started processing the information, you will find that you are able to connect all the dots together. Slowly and gradually you will master. This is just a skill. This is
Skill.
just a language. We have to be happy in this process. If we start feeling overstressed, take a break. Because
Okay.
if you are overstressed about learning process, then you are not doing good to yourself. So it will be a blunderous mistake. Whenever you
Yes,
feel
ma'am.
tired, you feel that today I have done a lot. That's enough for the day. Quickly take 5. And that is the best thing to do. So go slow
Yes.
according to it, but you have to be regular. That is most important.
Yes,
Maybe for
ma'am.
15 minutes, maybe for 20 minutes, but we need to make it a point that we have to be regular in this process.
Yes, and we should not pressurize ourselves, right, ma'am? I will only
Never.
use advanced word by speaking. Then only they'll think that I know many things. If I use idioms only, I look better and I look unique from others. We should not pressurize ourselves, and we should grow along with that. Then automatically it will come to us, right, ma'am?
Right, like you have used beautiful word, you have used the word unique, right? So
Yes, ma'am.
this is a very basic word, but even though it's a basic word, how many people they use the word unique? No.
Yes.
So this happened, like you have taken this journey. I think that you are very happy about this journey of yours, and you are feeling very proud, and you take pride in that. So that is very important. When we start feeling very happy about anything, like we have started learning cooking or sewing or swimming or reading, whatever, we should celebrate our small victories. We shouldn't wait for the big time to come and we are
Yes.
supposed to cut the cake and throw a bash or throw a party, whatever. We should start celebrating like we are happy. Like I am able to speak English, you are able to understand me, you are able to speak English. So see, these are the small celebrations. We are happy. Okay, look back, and if you are even 1% better than what you were yesterday, celebrate it. So
Yes, ma'am.
don't wait for the big time, for the big celebrations. Life itself is a big celebration for you. God has given this precious gift to us, and that is life. And second is our brain. So this is a dynamic and bombastic combination. Combine your journey with the processing of learning, and yes, the magic will happen naturally. Don't
Naturally,
yeah,
yes, ma'am.
give it a shot.
Give it a shot. Yes, ma'am. Super. And for the beginners, okay, ma'am. For the intermediate level, I heard that from basic to intermediate, it would take around short time. Within short span of time, we can convert ourselves from basic to intermediate. But from intermediate to advanced level, it would take time, right, ma'am? So, how can a person be advanced level, ma'am? What steps they should do to become an advanced level speaker?
Start listening to native speakers as much as possible. Yes. Whatever series you select according to your own choice, whatever movies you select, it's your personal choice. But please watch videos by native speakers only, because you have to follow this language. And English is such a beautiful language, because they stand out because of its own accent and pronunciation. Like, what my point is that I have met so many people in my lifetime. I have taught 6,000 plus students, but every time I have one that kind of feeling that, okay, you are good at English, you are scoring 99 out of 100. Even then, you are not speaking fluently. That is the thing. I hope you understand. So
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, if you want to be a fluent speaker, you have to take care 100% of the accent, of the pronunciation. Like if you want to be a fluent speaker, how can you pronounce the word wrong? So work on that. Work on every single pronunciation. Sometime it happened with me as well. You won't believe. I used to pronounce the word when I was in hurry. I used to say dex instead of desk. It is such
Oh,
a there is such a fine line between these both. My son noticed it immediately and he pointed
okay.
that, yeah, mama, every time I heard you saying the word, you are just pronouncing it wrong. I couldn't believe that I'm pronouncing this petty word, this basic word wrong. And when I recorded myself and I heard my own recording, I said, oh my God. So this happened. This is very normal. But I started
Yes, ma'am.
working on this. Like most of the people, they couldn't pronounce the word beautiful properly. So
Yes, ma'am.
yes,
Actually, you pronounce it beautifully.
yeah. So you know what happens? Because I watch a lot of content by native speakers and I make it a point because I'm working on my language. We are not working on our native language. We know our native language. Like what we do normally, we translate. We start translating from our native to this language, English. Don't do that. And how should we avoid doing that? Start thinking directly in English, right? And start with simple sentences. She is my daughter. I'm wearing a red dupatta. I have an almari behind me. I have to declutter it tomorrow. So start thinking by yourself. Start speaking to yourself. Many of my, this family, my family, they always mock at me that what do you blabber when you are just cooking? What do you do? I say nothing. I just create. I just weave a very stupid story in my mind and I start talking to myself. So don't wait for your partner, don't wait for others. Start speaking to yourself, right? Record yourself, look at the mirror, stand. This is a very, traditional form.
Traditional,
Many,
yes,
many,
ma'am.
many YouTubers have promoted this kind of therapy that if nobody is there, then you can just stand in front of the mirror and start speaking. Imagine as if you are a news reporter or a teacher. So I
Yes.
used to do these things naturally when I was a little child. Maybe that was in my genes. My mom was a teacher. So I grew up looking at her. So these are the ways together. Like if you want to make dosa and chutney, then definitely you need a certain set of ingredients, right? Or spices. You're not going to cook each and every spice while cooking sambar or idli. Maybe you need a lot of spices, I know, but not every. This is the same thing that you need to do while learning anything. You have to strategize everything, put everything in its right place. If one strategy is not working for you, quickly change the strategy. Don't follow, listen to everyone, but follow
But
only what your gut allows you to do. So, yeah, if I'm saying that reading works for me, right? So, it may be possible that reading is not your cup of tea. You love to watch videos. So, that is my point is that we all are different from one another. Our choices are different, our preferences are different, and our needs are different. So, first, just you can say that detect your choice, what you especially want to be and where you want to look yourself after 5 years, after 6 years. Plan everything, right? And go slow and with that kind of happy vibes, positive vibes. Be happy even though you commit a lot of mistakes. It's okay, at least you are trying. People who try, they are always ready to accept their you know um, there is a room for improvement. I must say
yes,
like
ma'am.
that. So
Yes.
this is how we can work together,
Yes.
and together means we both can work this language.
Yes.
It's a very simple process, very easy going process.
Yes, ma'am. But for one thing is we should come forward to do something in order to improve us. We should come forward to do even a simple thing matters a lot.
Very, very much. Accept your faults because once you are in a tendency of accepting your fault, you will start working on it. If you are not accepting your fault that I am the master of the universe, I am the perfectionist, then nobody can help you.
Yes, ma'am.
Then you are making your learning process stagnant. You are stopping yourself from learning. Even if this little child of yours, if she is ready to teach me something, I should be very happy. At
Yep.
least I am learning something from this little beautiful angel. So see, you have to be very humble. You have to be very gentle. You have to be very open if you want to learn something in your life. If a little child cannot teach you anything academically, she will teach you how to smile. So,
Yes.
see,
How to be
every
happy for no reason.
yes, everyone is there for purpose. If you look at the flower, I have a beautiful lawn.
Yes,
My
ma'am. I
daughter's
saw
green.
that.
You saw
I
that?
saw it.
Oh,
Yes.
so whenever I feel, stressed, because as I've already mentioned, life is full of ups and downs. I also have sometimes bad days. So I straight away close my iPad, mobile, and books. I straight away just sit there in my lawn, just look at the beautiful flowers, their patience and their resilience, and I immediately charge myself with again that kind of energy which I already have. But sometimes, as we know now that we are ladies, sometimes we feel low. Things are different sometimes. People are not doing something according to our own choice. So that's okay. So we can learn a lot from people, from nature around us. Nature is the best teacher. If you have heard this, I don't know, but nature is the best teacher. Nature is always ready to teach you something. But
Yes,
we
ma'am.
people, we are so blind, we are so always busy that we don't want to give that kind of acknowledgement to the nature. Nature is the biggest teacher. Your experience teaches you a lot. Right? So
Yes, ma'am.
believe me, your experience, your, I mean, this nature, your life, your brain, your children, your family, everyone has something to give you.
Give you.
The fault lies in us, not in others. But what we do, we start finding faults in others. So the first thing is that we should improve ourselves, people from negativity, and I always want to be happy. So
Wonderful, ma'am. Wonderful. You actually guided me so much, and also you guided for the intermediate and basic learners, and also how to be advanced learners, how to be is master this language, and how to take the first listening step. Also, that is very important.
definitely. So, Mahalakshmi, I have enjoyed every bit of this session, and I wish good luck for your channel. And if you wish, please subscribe to my channel. It will help
Ma'am,
me.
already I did, ma'am.
Oh, you have already did. I'm sorry. But Mahalakshmi, you can upload this one on your channel.
Yes,
Just
ma'am.
tag me. That's all I want. Just tag me and
Okay, ma'am.
only that much I want.
Okay, ma'am.
Otherwise, good luck for your journey. And you are
Thank you.
superb. I'm so blessed to connect with you today.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
so
Thank you
happy.
so much.
So
Yes,
bye
ma'am.
bye.
We will have another session also, ma'am, after a month.
Yeah. Sure, sure. Done. Promise. Gentlemen promise.
Okay, ma'am. And I'm so sorry for the disturbances and all.
No, not at all, not at all. I enjoy it. Basically, I always enjoy these kind of natural sessions. And chirpy children all around, so it's okay. They get
Thank
it.
you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Thank
So
you.
bye bye. Take
Bye,
care.
ma'am. Bye. Bye.